Right, we're back to try and see if we can get this engine unseized. It was pointed out last time that this is a slant engine, and so the oil going in might be just dribbling down the one side and the top side not coming unstuck. Now we can't get the engine out, so what my dad did is he jacked it up, as you can see. So he's got it as high as he can on this side to get it as much as possible, and he has been loading it with diesel and trying to turn it for the last couple of weeks. So 1 and 2 he thinks it's flowing through very quickly on. 3 and 4 a bit slower, but he doesn't really know. He's also been trying every now and then to turn the engine, I think with the aid of this, in fact, so that he's got lots of leverage. But it's a bit early still here, and he's not up, so we haven't had the chance to chat about it yet. So that's where we're at. I'm going to have a quick look, maybe see if I can get any movement, and then we'll go from there. Diesel's been going into this car for the last month, into the cylinders through the plugs. So it's a old torque wrench, so it's not used as a torque wrench, but it's an old torque wrench on there at the moment, which is then extended, and I can feel here the torque wrench is just bending. I can just feel it flexing. So nothing around movement there. So one of the things suggested after the last video, and I think it was on a forum with a lot of Triumph experience, was to try an impact wrench on it. And so I've got this for that. But the only place I've actually seen that suggests using that was on that forum by this one person who could be taking the piss, or could have actually seen it work. I don't know. But the guy gives quite a lot of advice, so I've got some trust in it from that point of view. Since I haven't seen it elsewhere, I think before I go straight to this, I think I'm going to have a quick chat with my dad when he gets up, and we'll go through what some of the other options might be first before we do this. Or maybe because he's asleep I'll just get on with it, I don't know. So I did a bit of a time lapse of myself using this, and I've done a bit more, and I've stopped now because this is actually really quite hot. So I did a couple of minutes, I stopped, I did a couple more minutes. This is now hot, so I'm stopping to let this cool off because I don't want to blow it, and then we'll have another go, but nothing so far. Whilst I'm waiting for the impact wrench to cool off, I figure we'll take off the rocker cover and just have a look at what it looks like underneath. So here we have it taken off. Now my dad had taken it off once before, so that's why it came off so easily. How bad was it last time?
Easy.
It was easy then as well. So if you take a look at this, I mean that's a little bit rough to be honest, but this one's good. I mean it looks well oiled, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it looked quite clean as well.
it looks, yeah, it does. So, you know, that's a positive. So we'll stick that back on, so nothing gets in there. So we're gonna see if we can get something in here to squeeze, see if we've got any diesel in there, and pull it out if we have, or if it's all disappeared. So we're going to try to get some sort of ascertain just how much diesel we've got in there. So we're on number 3, are we?
Yeah, so some has gone from there, definitely.
Okay.
And from there. And from there. Yeah, so I reckon
So it's definitely draining.
it's definitely draining.
Okay, well that means it's not seized the whole way around the pistons.
I
Yeah?
guess not. So what are we going to do? Try and take the head off? Or?
Well, let's try with this. Yeah, if we can work out how this tool works and see if we can do that. I mean, feel that it's still warm.
Right, yeah.
So let's do that and then see. I don't know how much of the time lapse I've shown, but we got the inlet manifold off. We can see it here. So we can see now here in the water channel just how rusty it is. And let's see if I can... John, have I got that in view? Yeah. You can see just how bad it is in there.
Yeah.
So I haven't looked from that side yet at those inlets, but you can see a bit of rust in this one, which is number 4, which is where I think we've got the problem. 3 doesn't look too bad. Where have they gone? None of them look great. Okay, so I think we will... so on this side, we've got all of the bolts on this, nuts on this loosened. We've got these all loosened. Okay, what we haven't got is the ones for the exhaust actually loosened yet. We've tried and we just can't budge them, so I think we'll probably have a lunch break and come back afterwards. So we've got all of the nuts along here loose. We've got these bolts loose. We can't budge the ones from the exhaust in. So we thought if we can get the exhaust disconnected here, then actually the manifold can come out with the head. So we have an option. So we've got this bolt loose. We can't get these two to move at the moment, so we're going to try a bit of heat. So a bit of heat freed those up, but didn't really help at all in terms of access. We've got 3 bolts down there to the exhaust, which we've put some WD-40 on, but we haven't tried them yet. We're just giving all of these another go. We're a bit reluctant to put heat on these because of the aluminium, and we just don't want to cause damage there. So we've managed to loosen off these 2 bolts with the help of Nige the beekeeper, who popped over, had a look and said that should be easy and demonstrated it. So we've got those 2 loose, still hard to turn but loose. We can't actually, and we did it using the torque wrench with a 14mm on there. We can't get the torque wrench in here to do this one, or underneath to get at this one here, and that one appears to be a bigger head, so we haven't got to those yet, but we're making some very slow progress. This one we just sheared. You can see it's come off, but the stud is still in there.